Tonight we'll be streaming a game between DePaul University on the left-hand side, the blue side, and Boston University on the right-hand side. It should be a really good game. Both of these, DePaul and Bradley University, are veterans to GG leagues. They were both in our fall league, and we're glad that they're joining us for our winter-spring league. Yep, we're going to save the video from the stream. We'll save it onto our website. We'll upload it to our YouTube. You guys are going to be able to, all the players who are playing can, see themselves run it down mid. Everyone else watching can see them run it down mid. It'll forever, everyone can see them run it down mid. All right, so the game will get started shortly whenever both teams are ready, and we'll be able to get the game underway. All right, this is a game that's in our Gold and Below division. Tonight we have two leagues playing, our Plat Plus division and also our Gold and Below division. So now we'll just jump right into the game. DePaul will have the first ban. Let's see who they ban. The game started right on time, so we didn't have any time to look up these players. All right, Ezreal banned, a safe laner, and so they're taking that away from Bradley. Let's see who Bradley decide ban. Taking their time, strategizing over there, making sure they get the perfect ban. Well, Lux ban, okay. So we have a bot ban and probably, either a mid or a jungle ban in the Talia. Let's see if Bradley continues to ban either a support or middle champion. Those of you guys joining us for stream, welcome. This is GG Leagues, a recreational esports league in the Midwest area. Tonight you're going to be watching DePaul University on the left-hand side and Bradley University on the right-hand side. This is our Gold and Below division, and so it should be some really nice games. Okay, but even though the bans are going that way, it's that respect. All right, so we have a Lulu band, so a support, mid, and an ADC band. Nothing super targeted, probably just targeting the top champions of the opposing team. Let's see who Bradley University ends up banning. And with the final ban, we get a Janna. So Lux and Janna potentially a support ban. Supports really dictate the bottom lane, so this is maybe looking to focus on the bot lane from Bradley University. I love it. Bradley always has the most positive fan base. Everyone else is just trash talking their own team, but I can always count on Bradley to actually support their team. All right, so we see a new jungle pick. Really nice. Looks like the Bradley fans are showing up in force. DePaul's got to step it up. Oh, and Urgot. All right, got the crab guy going in the top lane, hovering over the Jax jungle. All right, we have a Jax jungle and a Urgot top. So let's see who DePaul ends up picking. Urgot and Jax, both bruisers, both can deal a ton of damage, so that'll be something to watch. We have a Rakan. Is it going to be a Xayah? There we go. Xayah, Rakan, a very, very strong bottom lane. They have a lot of synergy, obviously, but they can really kind of dictate how the lane's going to go. So it's going to be very challenging for Bradley University. right, Oriana locked in. I think I do like that Oriana pick. Jax can kind of jump in and deliver the Oriana ult. Urgot has a little baby gap closer as well, so Oriana's got a lot of ways of kind of maneuvering her ball around to get her ult off. Rakan, Xayah extremely mobile, so it'll be kind of challenging for Bradley University to lock down. So we'll see how this plays out. All right, so we have a Sion ban on against DePaul. DePaul still needs to pick their top laner and their mid laner.
Now I'm angry.
Okay, Alistair. Kind of take away some of the support potential that have a lot of engage. All right, and then a ban on LeBlanc. And we'll see who DePaul ends up using their final ban on.
It's just business.
All right, a Sivir. So Sivir has a lot of wave pushing, wave manipulation. So that's probably a way of slowing down the push potentially of a bot lane ADC pick. Let's see who the AD carry combo they're going to try to run from Bradley University. All right. A Draven. Okay, so I'm expecting a really aggressive support to go along with Draven. Maybe something like a Leona that's still up. Someone who wants to just engage over and over again. And Nar's a great pick in the top lane. Can go ranged against the Urgot. And we'll see. I mean, a Leona would go great with the Draven. Blitz would go well too. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I mean, I think if the Rakan gets caught up, he can always dash away to the Xayah. He's got his ult also to kind of escape. Xayah has her ult as well. So they're going to be very challenging to lock down. But I'm expecting this Draven to just go man mode this whole time. To just charge in, no fear, just constantly trade. Those of you guys joining us, welcome to GG Leagues. This is our Collegiate Golden Below League, and DePaul is on the left-hand side, the blue side, and Bradley University is on the right-hand side. Both of these teams, we can kind of go through the picks and kind of see how the game potentially will play out. I think the Bradley University pick, they have a lineup with two bruisers, Urgot and Jax, a Leona who gets extremely tanky as well. I think they have a lot of consistent damage on their team. The Jax, the Leona, the Urgot all have ways of gap closing, and that can deliver the Oriana ult. The Draven's just going to stand there and twirl around his axe and just probably try to dish out as much damage as possible. Looking over at DePaul University side, they have a Gnar and Nunu, which are fairly tanky as well. The Rakan is great at engaging, but if the Rakan engages, you have a Jax stun, you have an Urgot little, little flippy thing. And then you got Leona with a lot of lockdown as well. And so I don't know if the Rakan really wants to rush in there, especially because the follow-up is probably not that great. The Xerath wants to poke down, the Gnar can poke with the Q. So I think in terms of team fight, I think Bradley University probably has an easier to execute team fight. You have Leona just throwing her R down, Jax jumping in, Oriana's got moving her balls around, and then you have DePaul, which requires a little bit more poke, really playing around the Mega Gnar on the Gnar. So we'll have to see how these teams end up playing it out. I think, especially late game, the Xerath poke is going to do so much damage. Xayah scales better than the Draven, so those are certain win conditions, of course, for DePaul. All right, while we have some time, we kind of look up some of these players. We'll have to look up Karasi because, you know, They've just been getting so much love this whole time. So Karasi. Gold 1. Got a 70% win rate on Lux, so I guess that's where the ban goes. 60% win rate on Talia. Pretty good, pretty good. Have not seen any Ori games, at least this season. Season 8. No Oriana really either, so. Nope. There's 7 games played last season. 60% win rate. So now it's only fair that we look at let's look at Cute Knight 12. We'll just look at this mid lane matchup. Cute Knight 12, 73% win rate on Lux, 60% win rate on Oriana, 60% win rate on LeBlanc. So definitely a lot of bans going their way. Most recent game played a day ago on Xerath was a win, so he's got that going. 75% win rate on Xerath, so very good on Xerath. So I think this mid lane is going to be a fun matchup to watch. All right, the game's starting. Let's see how the game starts. You know, I'm still waiting for that early game jungle invade. Yeah, I just want some action before a minute 30. Everyone just runs to their lane and just wards up. That Draven is probably my favorite Draven skin. Just looks like a freaking bobblehead. I do like how they've redone this loading screen. Now you never know who has the potato computer. Everyone's just guessing. So at least no one gets raged at for having a Walmart computer. Well, now we'll never know, you know. At least before we knew exactly who was the culprit, but now we just have to take your word on it. All right, game started. We'll adjust that around. There we go. All right, you see pinging right there by. You see pinging there by Bradley University. So maybe we'll see an invade. Maybe we'll finally see what I've been waiting to see for the last 2 seasons. All right, we see them running down. We see this Bradley University running down. Such teamwork. Look at the squad. They're going to catch this Gnar. Gnar's going to catch them. And that's it. No, not Gnar. It's just rework Nunu. They tried at least. They tried. Kudos to Bradley University for trying to get that invade going. Now I think that they're just going to go back to their traditional lanes. I don't think we'll see anything crazy. I know, at least they attempted. The only invade I've seen was on Tuesday night where one of the teams had a blitz. So, I mean, you have to invade with that. But the other team did a good job of having wards, spotted them out. I just want a first blood before a minute 30. You know, is that really too much to ask? All right. I mean, I'm really expecting there to be traditional lanes. Nothing crazy going on. Zarya wants to farm. Xerath wants to farm. The Gnar wants to try to bully the Urgot, but the Urgot could actually trade back decently well. But this bot lane, this is the lane that I really want to look at, because the Draven, in order to all of Draven's kit is based on taking risks, just fighting all the time. And Leona just wants to go in all the time, especially at level 2. She gets so tanky also where it's hard for her to die, so that's going to be really exciting. Urgot getting some really nice damage off on Gnar. And those of you guys joining us, welcome. This is our Thursday night stream of GG Leagues, Midwest Esports League. This is our Golden Below division, and we have DePaul on the left-hand side and Bradley University on the right-hand side. Nothing crazy happening. Ravens at full lag. They have the push going from Bradley, so they're going to hit level 2 first. But nothing happening. The Zyro coming, giving them that respect. Just trying to farm up. So I think the Zion are kind of doing a great job. See the Nunu coming around to gank the Ori. Wow, nice. Ooh, gonna have to flash anyway, but good try by the Orianna. Just Nunu took one more additional turret hit. Probably could have ignited him for the kill. Good job on DePaul for getting a summoner out of Ori. So that should be a lane for them to return back to. Looking now, DePaul having a 200 gold lead. Not super significant. Most of the gold is on the differences from the Nunu and the Zaya. So they're doing a great job despite having a more aggressive lane on the opponent's side. Ooh, this Jacket, be careful. Good try, wanted to help out his lane. Good couple of hits. Right now, both teams are farming fairly well. I would say that Zaya's coming out a little bit ahead, especially because the Drago wants to just get some kills, but lane phase is not over yet. With a nice trade down. The Ori can be really aggressive here. The Zero's got to be really careful. Ah, so close. I think if Orion had flashed, she probably could have flashed and one more auto would have gotten the kill. And that was just the benefit of the Nunu making the right play and coming to game mid. And that's just kind of the result of that. Just a farm fest up top. Both laners playing very safe, both near full life. Bot lanes are actually getting pushed in. The one thing to be careful with here, if I was DePaul, is that the lane gets a little bit longer. There's more potential for them to get run down, especially if Jax comes and ganks them. Luckily, both the Zaya and the Rakan have a lot of mobility. Good stuff. Nicely done by DePaul, staying healthy, staying consistent with CS. Nice engage on the debate. Good fight here. Knowing that Nunu's behind them, knowing that Nunu can come back. Nice job. Got a summoner out of the Draven, got a summoner out of the Leona. Nice game by the Nunu. And that was a great engage by the Rakan. I think, the Draven thought it's just the Rakan of the Zaya and they could take that fight. But Nunu was lurking around the corner, so nicely done by DePaul. Even though Nunu's been ganking and hasn't really gotten a kill, he really helped out his jungler, or his laners. Good flash by the... Ooh. So close. So close. So summoner out of the Gnar on the top lane. We may end up seeing a return gank up there by the Jet. Does the different structures do more damage than the Gnar throw? Does like the house do more damage than the boulder? It would be pretty sweet if it was like, what is it, like Peach in Super Smash Melee when she just, pulls out a turnip. Sometimes you get like bomb. This is aggressive by the Urgot to kind of stick around here. Is there enough damage right there for Urgot to just ult the Gnar? Probably not, right? Otherwise he would have used it. Maybe he's out of mana. You gotta be careful here. He's about to go Mega Gnar. War spots out Rakan moving. Josh, you have to be careful here. He's gonna go in. Nice ult. But the Rakan's probably just gonna be able to walk out. That's too much help. I think the Jax might be dead here. He's gonna hop out. Nope. So first blood goes over to DePaul University. An aggressive play by the Jax. The Rakan was hit with the ult, Orianna ult as well. But you just see how slippery he is with his ult. Knocks up the Jax, delays enough damage, and lets his team get there to clean up the kill. And with the first blood, DePaul University jumps out to a 1.3k lead. We'll see if this is something that they can hold on to. Some nice damage. Some a little bit of damage there. Ori doesn't have a ton of items yet, so can't quite punish the Nunu. Nunu with his Devour and everything, just so healthy, farming throughout the jungle. I think if I was Bradley, you know, I think the bot lane really needs to be, I mean, I want to say more aggressive, but the DePaul University team just really hasn't given them many openings. I mean, the Draven wants to fight. He wants to trade, wants to get some kills, but I think that Leona needs to kind of posture a little bit more aggressively, staying in front of the Draven, really try to push the Xayah off of CS, because Xayah is just CSing for free. They're doing a good job of shoving Ori in on the turret, making them miss farm. And that's what's really resulted in that 12 CS. Now we see a fight coming down. Draven got engaged upon. And gotta be careful here. He's probably gonna go down it. Oh wow. Wow. I don't even know how that happened. I think the Xayah played it correctly. In that situation, you want to make sure you jump onto the enemy ADK, which you did, but the Draven does so much damage. And now I think the Nunu is going to be in trouble as well. He's going to get stunned up right here, and I think that another kill right there. So just like that, Bradley University answers, and now they're actually up 600 in CS, or 600 in gold. I think the Ori is not going to be able to make it out of here. Gnar gotta be careful. Good hop away by the Gnar to avoid the stun. And so even with that return kill by Gnar, Bradley University is still up 200 gold. Ooh. Throwing that brick, and this is gonna be a Jax going down too. Now DePaul is back up 800 gold. Now we're starting to see some kills through. Now this is getting more exciting. And you know, this is the new meta. It's actually a Draven support. You know, it's gonna be a Leona carry because she got all the kills. And with the jungler down, DePaul goes for Rift, which is a smart move, taking another objective. Xerath getting some really nice poke down. So we see Xerath with a lot of the gold difference. So he's got 20 CS up on the Ori, matched in kills, an extra assist. So he's going to be the stronger mid lane. Ori still has kill pressure, especially with the jungler there. But Xerath is going to be able to be very safe farming up with his Q. You see a range up top. Ooh, this might be Urgot. Nice ult. Poor guy, you know, you just have these two champions just kind of wailing on him. Nice gank, good ult right there by Nunu. Nicely done. Really just snowballing the top lane more because that Gnar has 3 kill advantage up on the other guy. I think that could be first turret going down. And hopefully they're going to be able to send some people to the red. So the Orianna's got to be careful. He might even be going down. One more auto away, but the Xerath has pushed Orianna out of lane, so he's got dominance there. He's going to constantly shove that wave in now. Sounds good. Can you guys hear me better now? Let me know if I need to adjust the volume anymore. And so first turret goes down to DePaul University. That gives them a 3K gold lead. Nice job. Good buff transfer. I think at this point, their bot lane of Bradley University is still fairly even with DePaul. Leona has got a lot of stuns, so I'm really expecting this Leona to use her ult a little bit more proactively and trying to engage a little bit more. Good dodge by the Orianna. Very nice. Looking across the gold difference, Nunu has 15 CS up on the Jax. I think the Ori's can just be able to walk around him. This gives Urgot some breathing room top lane to be able to push out the lane. Maybe even get some damage on turret.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Ooh. Urgot's gonna be careful here. But that's what they were waiting for. I think Ori was just staying to... Oh, got robbed there on the ult. And because of the missed ult, she had to move forward a little bit more than she wanted to. And this could be the... Minar was able to get the kill. Minar's going to get out for free using this... using the little plant thing there. And then we have a pause. Maybe someone has a little difficulty with their keyboard or mice or something like that. Poor Karasi getting so much hate. So if I'm Bradley University here, what am I thinking? I think that the champions need to farm up a little bit more. I don't think the bot lane kind of went the way they wanted to. Draven's not the one with the 2 kills, but the Draven's still strong. Has a Vamp Scepter, so he's got a lot more sustain than the Xayah. Bot lane still could be anybody's lane. It could go either way there. But as the game goes on and more of the champions get more items, the Xayah will slowly become stronger and stronger. And so there's really a little bit of a timer on Bradley University's bot lane. And then we're looking at mid lane. DePaul's mid lane is around 29 CS up on the Orianna. That difference is really in that completed item. And so he's got a completed Luden. Orianna's building towards her first item. That right there is a lot of the power difference. In terms of kill pressure, Xerath going to try to poke you down. The Oris probably would have more kill pressure if they were even on items. But because of the item difference, the Xerath has a little bit more of kill pressure probably. As long as they don't do any hard engages, the Xerath's going to constantly want to poke out the Orianna. In the top lane, the advantage very clearly goes over to the Gnar. The Gnar has a Black Cleaver completed. It's got this like arm guard, arm band or something like that. And so the Gnar's going to be able to do so much more damage than the Urgot. So the Urgot's got to be really careful. Especially since that's the lane that's winning the hardest. He's got to be careful of Nunu showing up behind him, near him, ganking that top lane so they can possibly even get second tier top. So we had a DC from the Xayah on DePaul's team side. Hopefully they'll come back fairly quickly. In terms of jungle, the Nunu is so annoying with his big ass snowball. And then the Jax, once he gets some items, he's going to be able to dish out a ton of damage. His ult's going to make him really, really tanky, but he just takes a little bit more items to come online. The Nunu's done a great job of impacting the lanes. Even though he hasn't come up with a lot of kills, he's done a good job of getting summoners out of the mid lane, summoners out of the bot lane as well. Yeah, I
Your
think
summoner has
the
reconnected.
Zaya DC'd. Alright, the Zaya's back. Alright, we should get this game going shortly. Thank you guys for your patience. Those of you guys joining us, welcome. This is a Golden Below division game between DePaul University on the left-hand side and Bradley University on the right-hand side. They're playing in GG Leagues, recreational esports league in the Midwest. If those of you guys in stream want to join us, please go to www.ggleagues.com and register. We're always looking for more players to play, and we'd love to have you guys play in one of our leagues. So the Zaya had a DC. The Zaya just reconnected. So once the game loads for him, they should get this game underway. So those of you guys in chat, who do you guys think is going to win? I mean, I think it's looking pretty rough for Bradley University. I mean, they really wanted to jump out to an early game lead and really try to push it. That Nara's just super strong. Yep, the throw worm, you know. The throw worm. Hopefully they're able to restart the game shortly. Well, you know, while there's still pause, we can look up some of these other players' stats. You know, we gotta keep you have to keep the stream entertained. All right, so we looked up Cute Knight, we looked up Karasi. Let's look up these top laners now. All right, how's that? Volume better for you guys? Cannot find the top laner. Let's see here. All right, so looking at the top laner, he played a decent amount of Nautilus top. It's not the first time I've seen it. I've actually seen it multiple times. Give me a second, and we'll be right back with the stream. Hey. All right, guys, sorry about that. Just got word that there was a power outage, so one of the players can't play because of a power outage, so they're trying to get that fixed. Hey, Angry Dwarf, thanks so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. So sorry for the delay, guys. There's a power outage. They're trying to get it, find a workaround for it, and get it up and going again. Really sorry about that, guys. Well, I mean, if they don't come back, of course it's going to be a Bradley victory. But I mean, I don't think this is the way that they were expecting to get the W. All right, but while the game is all right, so while we're waiting for the players to come back, we can look up some of these other players. Mr. Thick in the top lane from DePaul, gold for in support. Okay, so he's playing an off role, doing really great job right there. Yeah, all of his champions are support champions, so this is awesome. We do. We're going to put out the special emotes. We haven't figured that out quite yet. Next, we'll look at 23 Wolffire. So 23 Wolffire was gold last season. It's got Malzahar and Garen. A lot of Garen and Maokai played. I do like the Garen and some spin to win. All right, now we'll move on to the junglers. So we'll look at Icarus, Earth. All right, gold 2 jungle. Got Kha'Zix, Camille. 1 for 3 as Nunu. So, 33% win rate. Doing a good job here. Usually plays these more aggressive, assassin-y jungles. Let's see here. We've got Waffles, 00. All right, we got for Waffles, he's got 6 games played as Poppy with a 67% win rate. Plays the Kane, Warwick, Zek. No Jax either. Look at that. All these players bringing out picks that they really haven't played all season. Really sorry about the wait on the stream, guys. I think that the pauses have kind of gone on long enough. We usually will allow the teams some time to get their players in, but at this point, I'm gonna let some of the other GG Leagues admins know, and they're just gonna have to play this game 4v5, and hopefully the other player is able to come back because we can't have you guys here waiting all night. And I'm really sorry for currently about the delay. All right, guys. So there, unfortunately, it's been the delay's gone on too long, and so the team that's going to be down a player is going to be playing 4v5. Hopefully, the other player is going to be able to join. We would love to be able to wait for the player to come back, but respecting the opponent's time, respecting everybody's time, this is just what we have to do. So thank you guys for being patient with us. We really appreciate it. All right, so now we have that taken care of. The game's gonna be starting back shortly. We continue looking up all of these players. We've looked up the top laners, the mid laners, and the jungler. Let's take a look at Saviner. Maybe this is actually a guy who's played his champion. No, he seems like a support main, or a mid main actually. So he's got Swain. 1 game played as Blitz, 2 games played as Leona. I have not seen this person play in ADC, Saviner. He's doing a great job on Xayah, which is really impressive. Well, if you guys are having fun, we'll keep this chat up and going. You guys can just hang out here all night. All right, Masuda Method. His turn. So Masuda Method is an AD carry main. Finally, someone who plays their position. Misfortune, Jhin, Xayah, Ezreal. 4 games played as Zac. No games played as Draven. Maybe this is maybe this is everyone's pocket pick. You know, maybe this is the pick that everyone practices with their team for, and just brings it out for these league matches. Because I see 0 ranked games played as Draven for Masuda Method. So hats off to him being able to play a champion he's never played, especially someone as wonky as Draven. You got to catch all the axes and everything. That's true. That's true. Karasi's playing his position, just not his usual champion. All right. Unknown Cal. Let's see here. This is an actual support main. Playing a champion that he actually has a decent amount of ranked games on. Okay. So he does play support. Most recent game played was as Rakan. I see a lot of Vel'Koz game. Wow. 86% win rate on Vel'Koz. Wow. Wow. All right, let's see here. We'll finally look up Nether Spear. Oh, game's going to resume, guys. All right, we're back in business. Hopefully everyone remembers what position they were, where they were all running to. Now this Gnar just going full man mode. 2v1. Is he going to kill here? Oh my god. What a man. 2v1. He might even get out here too. Nope. Down he goes. The Rakan gets out. The Xayah gets out as well. Nice. Well, the Gnar is still extremely scary. He got the Urgot got the bounty on the Gnar, so that's gonna help him out. I think that was 700 gold at that time. And you see him, the Urgot, picking up a Ninja Tabbies and completing the Black Cleaver. Xerath doing a nice job poking down Karasi. She's got to be very careful now and be really good with her dodging, because, you know, that was 1 poke, took down around a 1/4 of her life, or a 1/3, and now, you know, she's chunked out. 2 hits and she's chunked out. And so this is going to be the Xerath pulling ahead even further in terms of CS if the Orion has to go back. Leona just cleaning up some vision. It's unfortunate that DePaul has to play 4v5. Hopefully the jungler comes back. Oh my gosh, look at that damage. That is so much damage coming out of the Zera. Hey, DePaul still has a shot. You know, they're down 4v5, but they're holding up. Still doing a really good job here. The Zera does so much damage. The Gnar, 6-1. He's just a lane bully there. Oh, the Ori's got to be careful. Down goes the Orianna. So, you know, the DePaul team is really rallying. They're really trying to make this 4v5 work. Nice engage by the Leona. Blocks down the Xayah. It's a decent amount of damage. The Xayah's got to be really careful. But as long as Rakan is there, she'll be able to sustain up a little bit, and she'll be able to heal up as well. Second turret goes down to Xerath now. He's got to be a little bit careful because he's not the most mobile champion, so he would be susceptible to a Jax gank. Looks like Bradley University's got to win this game. Having some trash talk from their other Bradley team in our league. Draven's finished his Bloodthirster. He's going to have a ton of sustain, and Lane's got himself a nice little shield too. Come on, Leon. There you go. Nice. Oh, and he's back. The Nunu is back. The Urgot's trying to get some damage onto the Gnar. The Gnar's just so annoying and slippery. Alright, so the Nunu's back. Those 4v5's not going to be here for very much longer. Nice engage onto the Draven. You have to be careful here. Nice ult by the Draven. Chunks out the Rakan. Can sustain him up, back up to full again. I mean, just seeing how the fight went, you know, if I'm Bradley University's bot lane, I'm just doing that over and over again. The Draven has a Bloodthirst. He's going to constantly sustain up. Just constantly take fights, man. You got to think they're going to be able to really snowball that lane that way. Xerath is moving down. He's going to be able to wave clear pretty much the whole thing by himself. Jax has to flash to try to get away from Gnar. Gnar's still chasing. Wow. And it's Xerath that's holding off all three of them by himself. The Nunu's back. Oh my gosh, that guy's so tanky. Making his impact felt when since he comes back. So the Nunu finally gets a kill. DePaul has complete control of the bottom jungle, the bottom side river. I think this is gonna be a free dragon for them. So the Xerath has a whole item up on the Orianna. He is 50 CS up. A lot of the passive gold on the map from the turrets is also his, and that's really giving him that item advantage. Oh, you gotta be careful here, man. You're not gonna run away from the Gnar. The Gnar's gonna keep slowing you down. And Gnar's gonna get another kill here. A little bit late on the flash. But that's alright. Oh, Jackson in a bad spot. Didn't get himself. I think he's dead here. And Gnar TPing in. And if I'm Brad, you gotta get out. Nice ult by the Orianna. Saves his team. No, but they're both caught here by the Rakan with his ridiculous engage. And because the Orianna was slowed, an easy kill by the Xerath. DePaul University now is up 5K. They were, other than a little bit of back and forth at the beginning, they've pretty much been in the driver's seat this whole time. And that's another turret going down. And now Bradley is going to be down almost 6k. It's alright, guys. The game's not over yet. Bradley still got all of their inner turrets. They can farm up. Oriana late game does a boatload of damage. Jax is gonna just constantly get stronger. There's still hope. Yep. All Draven needs is a kill, and he'll cash those stacks in. If it's a kill on the Xerath, even better. I mean, Xerath, Gnar, and Xayah together combined for 1.6k worth of gold. And so that's a quick way for Bradley University to try to catch up and really decrease this gold deficit. Oh, they're starting up the Baron. Okay. Alright. Starting up the Throw Worm. Unfortunately, Bradley doesn't have any idea. But with the new just makes the Baron kick fairly safe. He's got 2 ways of securing the Baron. So they're going to get this uncontested. So I think with the Baron, DePaul's going to be able to take the second tier turrets. I think the Urgot is dead. They just have so much engaged on DePaul's side. The Oriana is still working towards her second item. The Xerath already has his second item. So this is gonna be tough. I'm expecting DePaul to really snowball this lead even further, and at least 1 or 2 inner turrets to be going down. There's the first inner turret. They still got minions. They're still going. Xerath is going to be able to poke at DePaul, poke at Bradley University constantly, so they're going to have to be careful there. All right, little mishap on the ult there. That was a little unfortunate. So that's a big stun, AoE stun that's down now. They were able to get the Rakan, but the Rakan's going to be able to just jump out. Leona's going to die. They're focusing the Nunu. They may get the kill there. Very nice. 1 goes down, so it's a 1 for 2. If they don't lose this inhib turret, I'd say that's worth. But I suspect this cannon minion is just going to take it down. Urgot's got to be careful. Got to have his dancing shoes on. Turret goes down, or he's going to be chased out of his base, and I think it's going to be an inhib. So now that with the Baron, this has become almost an 8k gold lead for DePaul. I think they're going to rotate down for the Dragon. Along the way, take all of the Bradley University bot side jungle. Just really try to deprive them of as much resource as possible. Dragon's taken, didn't need a jungler. So we have Bradley University kind of moving out a little bit, trying to get some wards down, trying to get some vision. They can't afford to have a pick on one of their players here. The mid lane's going to constantly be pushing. Draven's really not the best at clearing super minions. So it's going to take him some time to get to the other lanes. Wow, so much damage from this little Gnar. So it looks like they're going to do the 1-4 with Gnar split pushing top. It's a smart move because no one can 1v1 Gnar right now. The Urgot's just not strong enough. Even under turrets, he's going to be in danger. So Leona's been poked out. And I think you can see in some of Leona's items. The Leona is itemized against the physical damage. So you see a lot of armor in her inventory. And so she's just super squishy against the Zera. So the Zera is able to just get a lot of poke down and just snipes the Leona. I think that's probably going to be it. This is going to be another inhib going down. You have super minions streaming in. The Urgot's preoccupied with the Gnar down to a quarter of a life, and the Gnar's still pushing. Jax is trying to save the Orianna. He's going to probably give up his life for that. Good guy, Jax. Draven's trying to get some damage done, but there's just so much damage from the DePaul University side. And down goes Draven, so I think this is going to be it. So the Bradley University, unfortunately, is going to go down to DePaul University in week 1. But the season's still early. The season's still young. We can still see both teams improve. And this has been a great game. Thank you guys so much in chat. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you guys for bearing with us during the pause. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Those of you guys joining us, we're GG Leagues, a Midwest recreational esports league. Our goal is to build up the esports community around the Midwest area. And one of the things that we do that's unique is that we have these regular seasons, which you guys are watching now, and we also have this culminate in a live in-person event. And this season, we're going to try to get as many people to play at the in-person event as possible. So we're going to try to at least have the semifinals and the finals played in person. We're even going to try to have more of the games played in person for you guys. So tune into that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys are tuning into the stream but are not part of GG Leagues, we would love to have you join us. Go to www.ggleagues.com to register. We'd love to have you guys play. We're going to open registration for our Summer League very soon, so you guys can look out for that. So thank you guys so much for joining GG Leagues. You guys are fantastic. Those of you guys who are players, feel free to use our Discord to play games against other players. There's always a bunch of you guys on, especially on Thursday night. So good luck. Have fun. Shout out to DePaul and Bradley University for playing a great game. Thank you guys in the stream for being patient with us. You guys are awesome. See you guys here next week. We have streams going on Tuesday for our high school league, Wednesday for our gold platinum league, and then of course Thursday where we have our Plat Plus and our gold below division playing on Thursday night. So thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Good luck and have fun this week, guys. Bye-bye.